Hello, Chipmunks. I'm so glad to see you again. And look what I have for you today. I have a brand new Jesus Storybook Bible that Miss Ann got for me as a present while I'm stuck at home so that we can have some pictures with our Bible stories like we usually do. So today I'm going to read to you a story about Pentecost. Can you say Pentecost? Good job. Okay, so that is when God sends the Holy Spirit. So I'm going to read to you. It's called God Sends Help. Jesus' friends and helpers huddled together in a stuffy upstairs room. Even though it was sunny outside, the shutters were closed. The door was locked. Wait in Jerusalem, Jesus had told them. I am going to send you a special present. God's power is going to come into you. God's Holy Spirit is coming. So here they were, waiting. Actually, mostly what they were doing was just being scared and hiding. You can't blame them. Their best friend had left. The important people and leaders were after them. And Jesus had given them a job that they didn't know how to do. As they waited, they were praying and remembering how, from the beginning, God had been working out his secret rescue plan. Suddenly, a strong wind filled the little room, whistling through the walls, rustling the straw on the floor. And there, on everyone's head, shining in the gloom, were flickering flames, fire that didn't hurt or burn. And something more. Inside, in their hearts, they felt a strange heat, almost as if all the coldness and hardness were melting away, as if their broken hearts were mending, and God was giving them brand new hearts that could work properly. How it happened, they didn't know, but they knew God's power had struck their hearts ablaze, and Jesus himself was coming to live inside them. They had seen Jesus go away, but now he was closer than he had ever been. Inside their hearts. And this time, nothing could ever separate them. Jesus would always be there, with them, loving them, whispering the promise that would get rid of the poison and the terrible lie and sickness in their hearts. God's wonderful promise to them, you are my child, and I love you. Make your home in me as I make my home in you, Jesus had said. Could it be? Heaven was coming into their hearts. They threw open the shutters. Sunlight flooded their room as love had flooded their hearts. And the little room was filled with happy noises, dancing feet, singing, laughing. They unlocked the door and surged out into the streets as if they had never been afraid. Peter spoke in a loud voice so everyone could hear. Jesus died for you, he said, because he loves you. But God made him alive again. He has rescued you. People stopped and listened. The words sank deep into their hearts and worked like a medicine that makes you well, like the antidote to a deadly poison, like a kiss that wakes you from a deep sleep. Stop running away from God, Peter said. Run to him instead, so he can love you and make you free. And Peter told them the wonderful story of God's love. God's never stopping, never giving up, unbreaking, always and forever love. How Jesus had come, all that had happened. There were lots of people from faraway countries in Jerusalem. They couldn't speak the same language. But as people listened to Peter, everyone could understand what he was saying in their own languages. Many people believed and became Jesus' new friends and helpers, and the wonderful news of Jesus spread like sparks from a fire to villages, towns, cities. Every day, more and more people believed. And so it was that the family of God's children, his special people, grew. One man was shouting, "I'll stop this," Saul said. But this was God's plan, and nothing in all the world would ever stop it. Wow, what a story! That's amazing. Have you ever felt God's love in you, burning in your heart and making you so happy? Yeah, I have too. It's amazing. I'm so glad that Jesus did this for us and God gave us this special gift. So, that's such a great story. And I'm glad that I was able to share it with you. And now I'm going to share with you one little craft that we had for you this week. I'm going to show you what I did. This is called a seed mosaic. Can you say mosaic? Good. Mosaic. It's like when you make art out of unusual things. And lots of little things usually. And our little things this week are seeds. All you need are seeds and some glue, and you can make something really cool. Here is what I made. Whoops. Some of my seeds are falling off. That happens with seeds. Whoopsie. You know what? I was holding it the wrong way too. Oh, everybody makes mistakes. So what I did was I decided to draw a picture of a butterfly and a flower. And my little butterfly is going to be drinking from the nectar of the flower. And what I did was I put different seeds in different places for my butterfly. And I thought that looked pretty cool. But you know what? I kind of felt like just doing something unusual and just seeing what happened when I put a whole bunch of seeds down. So I also just did this. I took a whole bunch of seeds. This is actually from a flower that grew in my very own garden. And I like to save the seeds because that's really good for the planet and the world. And we've been talking about Earth Day. So I always save it. And some of what I get are seeds and some are little old flower petals. So I had this and I just glued it down and I thought it looked super cool. So when you're making your own mosaic, you can do a picture and put seeds on top, or you could just have a square of paper or maybe cut a circle of paper and glue down a whole bunch of seeds for yourself. Maybe you want to have mom or dad punch a hole in it and then you can hang it from your window, or if you have a mirror in your room, or even the handle of your door for your bedroom, and then you can see your piece of art, your mosaic, anytime you go in and out of your room. Now, of course, this is something that Miss Kathleen and Miss Kirsten would love to see. So if your mom or dad have a chance and can take a picture and send it to us, we would love to see it. Especially if you're in the picture. We miss seeing you guys so much. So we know moms and dads are busy and not everybody can take a picture, but if they can, feel free to send it to us. Thanks so much, Chipmunks. It was good seeing you again. Bye.